No tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it here. This is Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He'll find the ball complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. To pick up really nice yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's able to find Melton, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Packers come in with 2 wins on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the option to give to Foreman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys out front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Foreman. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Love fires that quickly outside, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ultra. Go ultra. 10 cycles. Heel blue. Seal black. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. That's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 6.
Secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense, because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's go.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Finds Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Come on, boys. We got this.
Come on, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down, going to the air with Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love. And that one too wide and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. Complete to Johnston here. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here for Davis. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series in the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Foreman powering ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Love going to keep it on the option. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Deontay Foreman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Touchdown! Donald Parham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's Foreman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Herbert. Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, go Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, check mega. Check, huh?
They run again with Foreman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
A give to Foreman now on the option. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
2nd and 10. Now a give to Foreman. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Claude Ray.
Glove. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to... here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Ridiculous! Take him out!
And they will take a knee here.
Why can't we score?
Like watching paint dry.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.